my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals.
Hey guys, it's haydenaa here, back with another Minecraft video. This time it's a new series on Bukkit Minecraft plugins. So these are the things on servers that allow them to do custom stuff that's not available in vanilla Minecraft. So first, what you want to do is you need to type eclipse.org/downloads in your like Safari or Internet Explorer or whatever. I'm using Chrome. So once you're here, you want to download Eclipse IDE for Java developers. I'm on a Mac, so it shows this, but if you're on a Windows, it'll show Windows. If you want really high quality stuff, I recommend 64-bit. So after you're done downloading that, you want to go to dl.bukkit.org/downloads and find the 1.7.2 R02 or whatever Minecraft Bukkit version you have on your server, or anyone else's if you're coding for someone else's server. So once you're here, you want to go download the build for that, and that will come in useful later when we're like importing stuff, so Bukkit knows that we're coding a plugin. So now once we did that, we want to go open Eclipse. It'll look different if you're just downloaded it, because it'll have a tutorial thing. You can just skip through all that. So now what you want to do is you want to first go File, New, Java Project, and then name it whatever you want. And then after that, you want to go in the source folder that will pop up, the src. Then you want to go in there, make sure you're clicking on that, then press this button up here. That's adding a new package. Now I suggest the package to be something like com dot whatever your website name is dot like youtube dot like whatever, and then your name. Since it's a YouTube one, I'm just doing com.guildlaunch.platinumverse.youtube. That's my website name besides the YouTube part. So once you're inside here, you want to click on the package, and then you want to press this C+ button, and it'll highlight and say new Java class. Then you want to name this main or whatever, just to identify that's the main class. Bukkit doesn't read this, so it doesn't really matter, just for your idea. So once you're in here, this is what the Bukkit build that you download comes into use. You want to go into your project name, build path, configure build path, Java, wait, never mind. I have to go download, or not download, copy from my other ones, because I'm kind of new to this and I don't remember what it says. I'm going to copy that. Go to configure build path, Java doc location, paste that, apply, Java build path, add external jars. Now you want to go and find wherever your download is for it, wherever mine is in here. I have a lot of downloads in here. Okay, so it's up top. Yeah, here it is. So Craft Bukkit, open. Okay. So now it's basically added the reference library of Craft Bukkits right here. So now in here, you want to type extends Java plugin. This is one of Bukkit's libraries it's referencing, so it knows you're creating a plugin. Now you can either go over this, like just scroll over it and import Java plugin, or you can press Control Shift and O for Windows, Command Shift and O for Macs. So now once you're in here, you want to type public void on enable. This is just what happens when the plugin's enabled. Unless you are using listeners or anything like that, you don't really have to do anything in here. I can send a message to the server that says like this works. So now that's going to send a message in the console of your server control panel or whatever that says this works. So now, since we have an on enable, we also need an on disable. Okay, and then we can type another thing that says this is now shut down. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go add some, like, one new command. So now what we want to do is we want to do public boolean on command command sender command string label string args. So what this is going to do, see, these things are highlighted because you have to import them. I'm going to use Control-Shift-O, and then it's going to ask me command. That's what we're doing. So now it's going to highlight in red because this is a boolean statement, not a void statement. Like if I change this to void, it can't be a void, but voids don't return anything. You don't need any return statements. But since it's a boolean, it needs a return statement, and we're not giving them any of it, so we have to return false. So now once we're done with that, we can start our command. So we're gonna do an if statement. These just the stuff inside the if statement is if whatever's inside it happens. So if command, which is this command up here, command cmd. So if cmd dot get name dot equals, see if equals ignore case, that's what I'm going to use. If you just want it to equal something, then you can use dot equals that, but that takes the exact cases of it. So if it's the commands like capital AR and they type lowercase AR, it won't work, but if they type capital AR, it will work. But since I do equals ignore case, the command's capital A then lowercase r, and they type regular AR, then it will still work. So we're going to do test, then brackets. You always want to make sure you have these quotation marks here, because anything outside the quotation marks bucket, Java has to know what it is. Java doesn't know what test is. So you have to put in quotation marks so it renders it as a string. So if command.getName.equals ignore case test, you need a player statement, but we obviously don't have a player yet. So what we have to do down here below that is player equals player sender. So this is creating a new player named player, and the player is the instance of the sender. So the sender is the person like issuing the command. So it's saying player is the sender. So you can do like sender dot, and you can also do player. Whoa, that lagged. Okay, okay, so what I'm going to do is just a very simple send message. Okay, and so if you want to change the chat color, all you have to do is like chat color dot aqua plus this is a test command. Actually, I'm going to show you guys how to do see if I do chat color dot aqua plus chat color dot bold. I know chat color bold isn't a chat color, but see it like highlights it because you can't do two chat colors in a row. I'm going to show you guys how to make stuff colored and bold at the same time. So you want to do string dot format, and then you want to do in here and no, not and, parentheses sign s which those are the things that it reads that tell it to use the stuff we're gonna do in the following. So this is a test plugin. Okay, so in this comma we're gonna do chat color dot aqua, and then here we're gonna do chat color dot bold. So see, now it works perfectly. Okay, so down here actually you basically have like infinite stuff you can do with player dot. You can like award them achievements. You can send commands. You can make them perform commands, which would be good for an alias plugin, alias, whatever. You can set their health. You can set their fly speed, their walk speed, their game mode, whatever you basically want in here. There's so many things. You can check if they have stuff. So now we have one more step before our plugin's done. See, this is pretty decently easy. So now we want to go back into our plugin. We want to go to New, File, Plugin.yml. Make sure it's spelled exactly how I spelled it. Otherwise it might like bug out. Because Bukkit has to read this in order to, if it's not perfectly aligned, it's kind of weird, but Bukkit will just not even put your plugin on the server. You won't even see it or anything. So in here we want to do main. This is where it's getting the main class from, which has the on enable and on disable. That's why we did that. Main is the package name dot your main class name. So com.guild launch.platinumverse.youtube.main. See, I added the dot main because I'm using this package name plus a dot plus my main class name. So in here we're going to do name, and then that's the name you want for it, whatever you want to name it. Version 1.0 or whatever. Commands, this is the important part. You have to make it spaced in front of it. I do 2 spaces. I think you have to do that too. But test, colon, 2 spaces, description. This is a test command. Usage / test. These are all required. So now that's the plugin.yml. So now that we're done with that, we want to go do that. Go to export, jar file, not runnable jar file, jar file. Then next. Then delete that stuff. Just keep the plugin.yml, and then we can browse and save it as whatever we want on here. YouTube.jar, save. It has to be .jar. Remember that when you're saving it. And you want to compress the contents of it down here, and then you press finish. So now it's done with that, and I'll see you guys back in the game. Okay, so now we're back in the game. This is my server. Yes, it is. Some people built me the spawn. Okay, so now it should be under here. If we do / question mark, should be under here. Yeah, so YouTube over here. So if we do / question mark YouTube, it says /test. This is a test command. /test. This is a test plugin. Oh, I forgot one thing. Back in Eclipse, since you see it's saying /test again down here, if you want to get rid of that, you go back into your main class, and then down below where your stuff is that you're doing in the if statement, you want to type return true. It's telling it to basically not return, even though it says true. So then you can save that and export it and do whatever. So then in the game, it won't display the /test right here. This display, this is a test plugin or whatever you have. So that's basically how to create a basic Minecraft plugin. I'll have more tutorials on how to make specific plugins. If you need a specific tutorial, please post it in the comments, as I'm very glad to make any tutorial that my subscribers or even any people that are watching this want to, because I quite frankly have fun making these videos, and I hope you guys have fun watching them. So that's all for now. I'll see you next time.